Hello guys, this is Team Slytherin. My name is Sridhar and I am a student of Bennett University. I have worked on the idea that is protection of property and generating extra income from it. I'll be naming the startup as Private Eye. Many people like Bill will be having a property and they want to get their land protected. People like Gates will be having a property and they would like to generate some extra revenue from it. And at the same time, their property being safe. There will be few people like James who would like to start something of their own. People like Bill and Gates are looking for these kinds of services because of their busy lifestyle, migration to other places in search of work, and increased land encroachment these days. Land encroachment has not been a recent issue. Many cases are still pending in the courts. Every day in the news, we'll be seeing these kinds of headlines that a man returns after years in search of his property. But what about the individuals who want to keep their land protected? Isn't it their own responsibility? There is not much information on the internet about the statistics of the land encroachments happening each year. So the target customers are non-resident Indians, people who cannot frequently visit their property, people staying abroad with minimal local connections, and who wish to start something of their own and are searching for a plot of land. Now, in this particular industry, the reason why we still exist is because of the increased reliability on technology, lack of knowledge to the owner, and on the ways of protection and generating extra income from it. There is still an opportunity in this market is because there are few people who are looking for an expert advice in maximum utilization of property. Now coming to SWOT analysis, the strengths are this being an untapped market, a model which benefits both lender and the borrower. Coming to the weaknesses, encroachments done by people with strong political influence and services provided for properties with unclear documents. The opportunities are it has no competition and people migrating in search of work and looking for these kinds of services. And finally, the threats would be rising competition offering similar services at a better price, legal issues related to a land encroachment. For all these kinds of problems, we have formulated a solution, and the solution is for an agricultural land, an empty plot of land, and for a structured property, there would be some common services, and those are timely visits, property leasing, and getting some work done locally. So, how we do it is the big question. We have local managers and local representatives, and they are answerable to the private eye. They provide the service requested by the customer. So, in this game, are we all alone? Over here, you can simply understand the kind of services that we provide. Coming to the value proposition, the gain creators are monthly or weekly visits to the property, visual proof of asset status, structured maintenance with no physical presence. The pain relievers are signed contracts in regards to the service book, flexibility to choose services as per budget. Coming to customer profile, the gain creators are trusted lease process, structure maintenance, unvisited land security. The pains of the customer are legal property cases, financial loss, unaffordable security. The business model canvas has been very useful in understanding how it will be beneficial. Value proposition for owners is protection of property from land encroachments, generating extra income by maximizing the use of land, and for borrowers, less investment for attaining the job and timeline-based contracts depending on requirement. Customer segment consists of borrowers and the lenders. The channel through which the product will be reaching the public is an online-based website and a local representative that keeps in touch with the customer. The relation is maintained by providing expert solution whenever needed and workshop for customers. The source of revenue is annual subscription fee and the revenue from lenders and the contract works. Key resources and partners of the firm are the employees and the contracts of borrowers and the lenders. Key activities are training sessions and scheduling checkups for the employees, contract negotiations and management, document verification, website and app management. The cost structure includes salaries of employees, operation costs related to delivery of service, advertising expenditure. Coming to Porter's five forces model, the competitive rivalry is high. The companies related to real estate sector might jump into this industry, and the supplier power is also high. The work is done locally by employees. Buyer's power is medium. The customer can negotiate while opting for the service. Threat of substitution is medium. The substitutes can be the ones who are locally present offering the similar service but without any form of documentation. Threat of new entrants is medium. The new entrants can be the ones who offer better pricing or offer much more perks to the customer. Operating model canvas has been very useful to understand how the operations happen. To attain the value proposition, the value delivery chain is to hire and develop consultants and local representatives, build client relations, win projects, search for the borrower, getting the work done and delivering to the lender. Suppliers include local representatives, trained IT professionals, advertisers, and contract workers. Offices are located in close proximity to customers' property and cities. For smooth working of the organization, there will be powerful directors, partnerships, and central people decision. The information that is present is people's database and allocations or reserving of land, and also knowledge sharing platform. The management is done in such a way they'll be conducting meetings twice a month with local representatives and district managers, meetings with district manager and state coordinator, meeting with state coordinator and zone directors, and manual partners meeting. Coming to financial strategy, a person like Bill has a property and needs to get it protected, and he will choose the protection plan so that his land is protected. A person like Gates will be having a property and wants to generate some extra income from it, and a person like James might want to start something of his own. Then the property owned by Gates is leased for some amount of time from Gates, and it is released to James at a price slightly more than the price paid to Gates, but the James would be getting some extra benefits because of that extra premium. The risks involved are encroachments of land done by parties which have political support, permanent damage to the property caused by the lender, property being overvalued at the time of borrowing, leftover properties which are not being lended for a long time. Having a proper protection plan will prevent the land getting encroached. With all the proper analysis done with the help of experts will result in proper utilization of land and generating extra income from it.